Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Where Is This Going? I'm your host, Hunter Miles, and this is Where Is This Going? A podcast about artists you may not know yet, but hopefully soon will grow to appreciate at the very least. And today, we have the very funny, very hilarious, very talented when it comes to all noises coming out of his mouth.
Yep.
Give it up for Cam Honeyager, please.
Hey, what is up, my guy?
What's up, my
What
dude?
is up, my dude? My jizzle?
I don't think that's a one.
Is that like a slang for Jew? I don't know.
I
Is that my jizzle?
my jizzle. I don't think they need more slang terms.
I think we're good on them for a
I
minute.
don't think they
yeah.
need more things to be called. But
We call them friends.
we call them friends now. That's what we call them.
Great start already.
Beautiful,
Beautiful.
beautiful. If we're looking for monetization, it will not come
Not
here.
on this episode. Nope.
But Cam Honeyager, very funny, Grand Rapids comedian and beatboxer. You can follow him on. Is that better than TikTok Star?
yeah, it's better than TikTok Star
Yeah.
somehow. It's
You can follow him on Instagram and Twitter, or Instagram and
TikTok.
TikTok at Cam Honeyager. You have Twitter though, right?
Yeah, I don't really use it though. I think I post maybe once a year.
I was gonna
It's
say
like
you get a
around
lot
right there.
more out
Yeah.
through TikTok.
Yeah, I never really got into the whole Twitter thing, so TikTok. Join the army, Cam Honeyager. It's like Honey Badger, but without the B or the D.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Without the
B
B or the D. I
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
Honey Badger without the B or the D.
Yeah, it's very accurate too.
Yeah. Very
Anyways,
confusing. It's my
at
whole
the same
vibe.
time, that's me.
Accurate and confusing.
I'm straight to the point.
right where I want you.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Cam. I'm happy to have you here.
There's a moth in here.
Oh, you got one?
No, I don't think I got it, but I
Oh.
stunned it.
Okay. Well,
Just checked him a little bit.
if you want to see more about the insect issue here, you'll catch it in like 2 episodes or whatever. To be continued. This battle with flies.
TBC.
Geez, these battle with wings.
Let's fucking go.
Oh no, I was way off. Dude, why are we doing this?
okay.
It's your ADD. It
is my ADD,
It's
and
rubbing
it's-
off on me.
Yeah, this is not the environment for me to be
Yeah.
focused on anything.
I was told when I went to my doctor about depression and anxiety, I was told that my anxiety was me not being able to focus,
Gotcha.
which is a complete misdiagnosis.
Yeah, did that make you anxious?
It made me anxious because they started putting me on like
Zoloft and Xanax and
no.
bullshit.
Xanax would have been a good move
Yeah.
because I was anxious. They started putting me on like
Also, they were
ADD
saying
meds.
it was ADHD, so
Yeah,
they put
they
you
were
on
sa-
like Adderall and like Vyvanse
not
and shit.
quite. It was like Wellbutrin was more
Oh,
for
weird.
like
The depression.
Yeah, my depression, but they were also giving me I can't remember what. It was a very low grade like stimulant because he thought I had ADD.
Yeah, I had the
And-
same thing. I was Wellbutrin, and it was like a generic of Ritalin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank
Yeah.
you. Why couldn't I remember it? Yeah.
Kindred spirits, bro.
So I got Ritalin, and it was awful.
Fucking awful, yeah.
It made my everything made my depression and anxiety much worse at a
Yeah.
time like in high school, where
Yeah.
one of the worst times to deal with it, I think. But there's probably a worse time to deal with it, like later on when you're responsible for
when you have like a
things.
mortgage and shit.
Yeah,
it's like,
when
hey, I've
you-
got stuff to do.
when you got bills to pay
More
and
than
all
just
that.
like a science paper, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But, I mean,
I had the same
it blows
concoction.
those.
Yeah, and it made it so much worse. I was never more suicidal than when I was like on those meds. And it's why I
Exactly.
haven't like taken meds since then. I'm just now this is why I am the way I am.
Exactly. I'm just
Untreated.
exactly. I'm just raw dogging my
I'm just
mental health.
raw dogging life, bro.
But that's I haven't taken any like what they call psychotropics. I say they meaning doctors and scientists,
Yeah.
I think. But I haven't like since I got clean from everything. So it's been like almost 4 years that I
Yeah.
haven't taken Xanax for my depression or anything in that
Yeah.
family, or not my depression, my anxiety, or
Yeah.
any antidepressants.
Yeah, I can imagine after getting clean, yeah, you probably are more hesitant to take anything.
Yeah,
really. Yeah.
definitely. Just because I mean, even like my anxiety has gotten a lot worse, and I've talked about it on here, and I'm not going to talk about myself anymore after this. We're going to talk about you more, but
We all love watching you jerk off, Hunter.
I
It's
know
fun.
that's
Yeah.
that's why I set the cameras up.
Yeah.
But
This will be airing on a Chatterbait later.
and it's just me stroking my own
Yeah.
ego for 50 minutes. No, just I wanted to like maybe try to go back to Xanax, just like to,
Yeah.
or like I said, something in that realm, just to treat or just taper my anxiety. But yeah, I am a lot more afraid of that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
But Cam, we're gonna get to you.
Okay, sounds good.
I know you got mental health
He's
issues
freaking
too.
Richard Branson is in space right now. Did you see that shit?
I saw.
Yeah,
I saw a bunch of tweets about millionaires going to space.
Yeah,
That's all
today
I saw.
he like flew. He fucking cheated though. All right, he didn't actually do it. He's not an astronaut. Fuck you, Richard Branson.
Well, also, what does Richard Branson do for the people at home?
He's a virgin. That's enough. He started Virgin Records.
Exactly.
and then
as
Virgin
well.
Mobile,
Yeah.
and then some other Virgin stuff.
The islands.
Yeah, the islands. He owns. He started the islands. He grew them himself.
He bloomed the islands.
But yeah, the way that they did it, instead of having like a rocket ship just like go up and like go straight
up.
he had like a fucking plane just take him up into the space and then just drop the rocket and then they just kept going.
Well, I mean,
That's the most virgin way to do shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
that's skipping all of the foreplay.
Richard
And just
Branson and 4 other virgins.
skipping all the foreplay and going straight into
Yeah, they're just like
the ejection.
Yeah,
I guess,
exactly. The injection.
But that's. I said let's get to you. You go no.
Richard Branson.
You go no.
No. I don't want to talk about me.
Current events.
This is what's on my mind right now.
I didn't know who went into space. I saw like too many tweets about just millionaires going into space.
Yeah.
And
It's a problem.
yeah. Which it is.
Because there's like starving kids that are like, oh, that's a cool rocket in space.
Oh, what's that?
That's that.
Is that all the money in this world leaving?
All the money that could have fed my village. Yeah, that's cool.
That's what's being spent on that rocket, and that's what's leaving on that rocket.
On that rocket.
Yeah, it's all more money.
What are they gonna do? We're gonna crash it into the ocean afterwards.
Exactly.
Fuck everything.
And you know what? You may experience a tidal wave because of it.
Because of it.
We will give you no relief.
We'll wash away little Ntumbo's village after this with the rocket tidal wave.
I'm so curious to now find the origin of that. Oh, you slapped her down, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck.
Get the fuck out of here,
No,
bro.
wait,
Come around here.
we were too late because we didn't smack. Like I didn't kill it.
Yeah, we wanted to narrate it.
Yeah. Anyways, Cam Honeyager.
What's up?
When did you start beatboxing?
Oh, beatboxing? So I started doing that probably when I was like 13, around there. Yeah, I was like that kid in high school. I just got super into it. Saw a video of this like British dude. You might have seen him.
Probably.
He's like a bald dude in England, and he goes on the street and does like dubstep beatboxing.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, and so I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's really dope. And then I just started like practicing that, and I found a video that showed you the technique to do like the throat thing, like the no.
Yeah, like almost like throat.
Yeah. But it's like Tibetan throat singing.
Yes, that's what
So
I was
like I
looking
looked
for.
that up.
Now I'm super into
Now
Tibetan
it's
throat
all I do.
singing.
I'm super into Tibetan throat singing. It's
All
all I
listen
do.
to. It's my pre-show.
Yeah, no. Most people turn up to like Cardi B,
Right.
Drake, something. I'm like, not Tibetan throat singing.
All day. You got
All
any
day,
favorite
every day.
artists or
Yeah, this new guy, Little Jimmy. He's Lil Jim.
Lil Jim?
Lil Jim Jam.
Yeah.
Him and the boys. Jim and the boys.
Lil Jim and the boys.
Lil Jim Jam and the boys.
Lil Jim Jam and the boys.
Yeah, they got a hot new record coming out. They got a new single. It goes like,
I thought it'd be.
I'm not done.
I thought it'd be more complex. I'm sorry.
Listen, you can't hate on the new style, man. I know you're like an old head for it, but like
I'm an old head Tibetan throat singing.
that's what the kids are into these days.
All the kids that are listening to Tibetan throat singing
Yeah.
are listening to Lil Jim Jam and,
And
the
the
boys.
boys.
Duly noted. We'll put their Instagram handle right here.
Right here. Shout out Jim Jam.
So you're 25.
Yep.
So 13 years old. That's about like the height of dubstep.
Yeah, about the time. It was like Skrillex, and that's all I know.
Right. That same.
But yeah. And,
That's like 2012 or
yeah, around
2010.
Yeah, I can't math.
Yeah.
So
No, we've
I was
been
too
struggling
busy.
with it
I was
all
too
day.
busy beatboxing instead of.
It was like
studying
2009
math.
though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, around there, and then I did that, and I would do it through high school. I was at any of the talent shows. That's what I did. I once did
Really?
they did like a charity thing where like raising money, and I went to lunch and like put out like a box for money, and made like $100.
Did you give it to
Beatbox.
charity?
Yeah, I had to give it to the charity, but
I thought you would have kept
And then
it.
I actually auditioned for America's Got Talent twice.
Beatboxing. How far did you get?
Not very far. I got to Indianapolis.
There you go. Wait, is that round?
That's where they were holding the auditions, the walk-in auditions.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I made it there twice.
I made it there. Well, the second time was in Tampa, and I was in college.
It was when you were in Florida, though.
Yeah.
You went to Full Sail?
Yeah, yep. I went to Full Sail for music production.
Nice.
And I do comedy, so my goal in life is to be homeless one day. It's a good weight loss program.
If you started in beatboxing, you didn't have lofty goals.
I started in beatboxing. That was my plan A.
My plan A was beatboxing. Plan B, music production.
Music production. Plan C, comedy.
Well, no, you were in a band for a little bit too, right? Or no?
Kind of. I had like a friend. She sang, and then somebody else who said that they were going to be in the band, but we never rehearsed once.
Right.
So, but we had
How old was this?
This was around the same time, 14, 15.
Okay, so
Yeah.
but high school.
You did some like Facebook digging, didn't you?
No, we've talked about this.
Really? Okay, well, I'm drunk a lot.
You're drunk a lot, and also you're suffering from a brain injury.
That is true.
Ongoing.
Yeah, I got drained brain.
Ongoing and untreated.
Ongoing, untreated, and probably never will be.
Amen.
Insurance, healthcare system.
Thank you, America.
Thank you, America. I have to go to Canada to get my freaking brain injury
Yeah, after you become
treated.
a citizen.
After I become a citizen, play some
Actually,
hockey,
I think
get 2 more brain injuries.
Well, I mean,
and
that's
hopefully
really,
they'll
it's really
treat
the trifecta.
Yeah, the trifecta.
The
Fatka. The trifecta.
You got to
triple
rearrange
crown.
consonants. That's hard.
Which one's was it the triple hat in hockey?
No.
Where they get 3
A
shots?
hat trick.
Hat trick, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking triple crown. That's like the Kentucky Derby. I can't talk today.
The Triple Crown, I thought, I'm not even going to go into.
I think that's where you win like all of the races in the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
That's about as much of sports that I know.
If
Horses and like one hockey reference.
one hockey reference that is also
Yeah, I just know CTE and horses.
Yeah. No, CTE exists elsewhere. Anyways,
Domestic violence.
Domestic violence and whatever happened to you. Was that domestic violence?
Kind of. No, it was.
It did happen in the home.
It was at a concert, but
Oh.
yeah, I got kicked in the back of the head,
Mm.
and because some dude was like crowd surfing and was wearing like steel toes. This is like what metal kids do. They would just wear steel toes to shows. And
What show was it?
Falling in Reverse.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's to be expected. There
Yeah.
were some leather boots in the crowd.
Yeah, it was right after it was like their first tour after he got out of prison.
Right. Rowdy.
Rowdy. And yeah, some guy was crowd surfing and just kicked me in the back of the head, and like I got knocked out, and then like bit my tongue and was bleeding everywhere, and then threw up at some point, and then my friends had to like.
That's a concussion.
Yeah,
at
it was a
least.
concussion. But by the time we got home, my dad was like, did the flashlight thing. He's like, "You're good." And I thought I was
Go
good.
to bed.
And then the next day I went to school and I couldn't walk and everything was blurry.
I had the same
got
thing.
better later in the day though, so I was like, "Oh, I'm probably fine."
Right.
And then 8 years later, the doctor's like, "You're not fine."
I would understand though how you might have thought you were fine. I went to high school after like tripping balls on acid on a Monday night, and my eyes really hurt and I had a headache, and so it felt like the same thing. I'm sure.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
You could have just.
I
Been
couldn't
doing
walk
acid.
upstairs.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I could, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, I've never wanted to walk upstairs. I've never once. Who wants to walk upstairs? Why do we have stairs?
I was gonna say there's stair masters, like stair climbers at gyms. You wouldn't know, but
Yeah, those people who have those shouldn't be able to vote. I feel like
You're
you're paying somebody to put stairs in your house.
we're supposed to respect your choices.
Yeah.
When you choose stairs,
You choose stairs.
No,
That's your
what-
go-to choice.
it's your go-to. You do it in your leisurely time.
Yeah, in your leisure, you're practicing going upstairs.
I feel the same thing about
Can't
mall
be trusted.
walkers.
Yes.
Yeah, like no one should be choosing to spend their time here.
You
like,
drove to the mall to walk. I'm like, you just
Exactly.
fucking walk.
Walk to the mall and back.
Yeah, you could just walk back and forth in like a 5-foot like span.
But
I
it's
don't
snowing
know.
outside.
That
Then
joke
walk
was
in
better
your
in my head.
garage.
Walk in your garage in circles.
Yeah, what is it? The social aspect? No one cool socially anymore is hanging out at a mall. It's only you guys.
Yeah, they just
the
want to
mall
show off their
walkers.
tracksuits. It's like,
Which
I get.
yeah, I gotta say, fresh as fuck.
Yeah, looking like a unit. You and Gladys and the girls.
Gladys and the girls. It's on
Yeah,
the back.
Yeah, Jim Jam and the boys, Gladys and the girls. It's a spinoff.
It's Gladys and the girls with the names on their backs, bumping Jim Jam and the boys.
Exactly,
The
that's what
Tibetan
they-
throat singing.
They all have their like headphones connected and sing, so they're ready like.
It's like a silent disco. Dope boy.
Dope boy.
Jim Jam and the boys does 3-6 Mafia. It's like the crunk goes punk.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Punk goes crunk.
Yeah.
What were your music choices growing up? If because you played guitar, right?
Yeah, I started off playing guitar when I was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to a lot of stuff. I listened to country like Johnny Cash.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to rap. I listened to punk and like more metal stuff.
Right.
It kind of just varied on like the mood I was in, like what was happening in my life at the time.
Yeah. Did your parents have any influence on some of the music that shaped you, or
a little bit? Like my dad, like him and I bonded over John Prine, like the folk singer.
Just died or no?
Yeah, he died at the beginning of Corona. Yeah, he got.
Okay, so I'm saying just died, and I'm a year late. My bad.
That's like just died in my mind, but
no, yeah, dude,
that
we're gonna get
moth,
him.
We're gonna get him one of these days. We're not leaving this room until that moth dies.
Flies, moths, and mosquitoes. I said that I don't want to kill him. I just want to catch it.
No, I want him dead. I want that motherfucker dead. I want his family to know.
I want his family to know and see who sent them.
Yeah. I want to send his wing to his uncle.
But okay, John Prine is what?
He's like a folk singer songwriter. So me and my dad bonded over that, and then like I listened to like a lot of Green Day.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was like a big Green Day, and she listened to like a lot of more like 80s music. Really is what she listened to, like Motley Crue and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So if anything, I got that from them, but then other stuff was just like from friends and pop culture,
social,
and stuff.
The social norms of the time.
Yeah.
But
I was a cool kid. No,
yeah,
never a cool kid.
I would see you more as a theater kid.
Yep, I was a theater kid.
Of course.
Yeah.
It wasn't an observation. It was a knowledgeable.
Yeah, guess, educated guess.
It was an educated guess.
Yeah.
Where did you? Okay, no, I want to stay on music for a little bit.
Okay.
So, what got you into wanting to play the guitar?
I think I was just obsessed with music since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
My biological dad, he plays a lot of instruments.
Right.
And so I think some of it came from that.
Genetically?
Yeah,
or?
Just genetically and like being around the music a lot when I was first born and stuff like that.
Because you said biological dad, which usually
means
suggests,
you haven't seen him in a minute.
I was gonna say that, and also it suggests that there's another one that you do call dad.
Right, yeah.
So,
yeah, like the guy that you've seen, that's who I call dad. He's my adopted dad.
Oh, I'm glad because he wears Trump hats.
Right.
I'm kidding. We love you and your support. But you do wear a Trump hat.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to lie about that.
Yeah, he's going to click off from this to a Chris Tucker video shortly after.
Wait, Chris Tucker as in?
Or no, who's the...
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. Not Chris Tucker. Hey, what you know about Trump?
I want to see Chris Tucker's smoking.
Welcome to Rush Hour 24. I'm still in debt.
I'm still in debt.
That dude is like so broke. He's like $100 million in debt.
But he did a new special on Netflix. Did that not
I'm
help
sure
him?
that cleared off $100 million.
Also, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. He's going to have to do 50 million specials before he can gets out of debt.
So turning to the Trump lane wouldn't hurt him at this point.
Wouldn't hurt him. Yeah, probably get some donations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the deep pockets that we really need. But also, I love that your dad would be also like a fan of me or whatever, a fan of this or supporting you, and then also go to watch Chris Tucker do Trump material.
That would be great.
That would be great.
That would be a fun.
He goes, no, I like. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know him that well, but he thought I was funny once.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
There you go.
So thank you.
He also thinks Trump's hilarious. So
take
with that what you will.
But also, don't we all?
I did see a big flag back there. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I just wanted to out you real
That's
quick.
not on our That's not on our property. And also, I don't live here. But and this house is anything but a Trump home.
Is that like a Hindu symbol on your arm? The swastika?
One?
Yeah, no.
This one, no, that's a SS.
Yeah, SS. Okay, yeah. We're super sexy.
Supersonic. I'm a big JJ Fad fan.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We're JJ Fad, and we're here to roll. Boom, boom. All right. David probably knows that song if he's still in here. Yes, sir. But
we are all over the place.
Yeah, I know.
What were you saying?
We were talking about biological dad.
Oh yeah, music. Biological dad.
Yeah.
He played a lot of music growing up, or when I was like a baby. So I think maybe some of that came from him.
Right.
Like what got me into playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just always obsessed with music, and then it became kind of an outlet for me.
Right.
Just like with a lot of the stuff that was happening when I was a kid, and so playing music and listening to music became a big outlet. But stand-up comedy at the same time. I've been obsessed with comedy since I was like 8 years old.
Right.
Always just listen to comedy records and stuff, and like Pandora Radio when they started putting comedy on there. I was there.
That was a big move too.
Yeah.
That's where I discovered for myself, obviously, I didn't discover them. I didn't put them on.
Yeah.
But Nate Bargatze, Chad Daniels.
Right. What's his face?
There's another one.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I mean, Mark Norman.
Mark Norman, yeah.
He was on that radio station.
Tom Segura was on it too.
I mean, it was my Tom Segura station. That's why. Yeah. And from that, I found Chad Daniels.
What's his name? I think I know who you're trying to say too.
Ooh. Yeah, I know.
Slap a salmon, punch a bear.
Oh,
yeah.
Kyle Kinane.
Yeah, Kyle Kinane. That's not. But,
I know that's not who you're. But
fuck you, cat. God bless you, cat.
Oh, fuck you, cat. Yes, and I fell in love with Kyle Kinane too. But who were you listening to comedy wise early on then?
So when I was younger, my family was more like conservative.
Mm-hmm. They were
feels
more
weird. Yeah, we're in the sense of like more like Christian family, traditional, all
Christian
that
values,
stuff.
which is funny.
Yeah, it is. It is hilarious.
Yes.
Considering.
We'll get into it if you'd like to, or we don't have to.
No, we can talk about it. But so basically I was listening to they had like Christian comedy records. Mm-hmm. Like Jeff Allen. I don't know if you know him.
No.
He's a Christian comedian.
They're going to say he's Tim Allen's brother.
He's Tim Allen's brother, yep.
We'll just run with it.
He's the guy that gave him all the cocaine.
Yeah, he goes, I'm not going to use this.
I'm not going to use this. I'm with God now. It's the only high I need. And then Tim Allen got arrested.
The most high.
Yeah.
The most high. Yeah, so Jeff Allen set up Tim Allen.
Yeah,
Who
Jeff
else?
Allen. This is Christian comedians, but then of course the blue collar comedy, Ron White, Bill Engvall, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then when I started listening to other stuff on my own, it was that's when I got into Carlos Mencia at the time because he was blowing up.
Yeah, he was on TV.
Yeah, he was on TV.
And all that.
And then I started hearing Tom Segura, and then Louis C.K., and then Dave Chappelle, and then I started going back Eddie Murphy. Oh. And so that's when I started just really delving into the history of everything and just getting everybody. And then Bill Burr was starting to pop at the same time too.
Mm-hmm. See, I had always seen Bill Burr as a bigger thing.
Yeah,
from
he
whenever
had just become famous right when we started paying attention to comedy.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because we're the same age. Dane Cook was blowing up in late elementary, early middle school.
Yeah.
Just at that turn of the axe boy. I'm saying axe boy to not say fuck boy because we were still in middle school. But they're the same people.
They are the same people now, yeah.
And
they grew up, they traded the accent for a Monster Energy can.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just ever evolving, and now they're doing Coke or Adderall in the bathroom of their serving job.
Right, yeah.
But, they're really doing big things. But who am I to judge? I'm doing nothing.
You're Hunter fucking Miles, my guy.
Woo!
Do I need to big up you on your own podcast?
No.
All right.
I don't want to hear it. You know that.
Hey, Fulton Street cook extraordinaire. All right. This guy.
I'm finally getting my footing in a kitchen.
Recently single. All right.
It's beautiful. It's fun.
Sharing a house with 2 other people. This guy's killing it. All right.
Killing it. There's 1.5 people. The other
1.5 people.
The other guy's barely there.
That's true.
He's basically.
I was talking about Shannon, but.
Oh yeah, no, she's not there.
Oh, I thought she lived
she's
there.
there less. No,
okay.
She doesn't live there. Anyways, why are you giving away my?
I don't know. I'm just.
Shout out the period saint. Yeah, I think that's it.
Here's Hunter's social security number at the bottom in his recent STD results.
That's just me with a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All good.
All clear. God damn it. So yeah, Dane Cook was he was making a name for comedy.
Yeah.
In the turn of our adolescence or whatever.
Yeah, he was blowing up at the time.
But I mean, it's sad because also then we had. I say it's sad. We also then had Jeff Dunham.
That's right. Yeah.
Blowing up at the same time as the blue comedy or blue collar comedy tour.
Yeah.
Those were all around. They seem to blend together. Yeah. Although I know blue collar came first.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jeff Dunham was more when we were in middle school, I feel like. 7th grade.
Yeah. It was right after Dane Cook.
Yeah. It was during this time where I think the industry controlled the majority of comedy, the networks and stuff. So they were just they were doing what they do with the music industry where they just kind of make strategic investments and then just inflate them to crazy high numbers.
People, yeah,
and they super gatekeeping.
They go to Vegas. Once you've reached all of these numbers, all right, you're not.
Right.
Don't do a club.
Don't do it.
You're not doing clubs.
No, it's theaters and arenas.
But usually they inflate those people so much that they don't want to do. They feel above clubs.
Yeah, if they have somebody they like, they would do a special. They would fill a theater of like 2,000 people and pay all the audience members.
Because this special is a huge production.
Right.
It's going to be on DVD and all that.
Yep.
Yeah. Which we're not hip to anymore. Like
no
one wants to buy a DVD.
No one
put
wants
it
to
on
buy a
Blu-ray.
DVD.
No, what? Who would waste their money putting their? Okay, maybe I'm making a huge career mistake here.
No, you're not.
Who would waste their money putting a comedy special on Blu-ray? What?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody who just had time traveled from like 2003.
I know someone, and I'll tell you after the podcast.
I think I know who you're gonna say.
It's a funny joke.
Yeah,
it's a funny joke, but anyways, he's on my. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, I know what you're gonna say.
We all know it. We all know. Anyways, boom, shocky locky.
Boom, shakalaka.
Boom, shaka shalaki.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, bud. Are you just finishing that? Oh, I'm not chugging. I just have the one.
Chug it. Too gassy.
Too gassy.
Ooh,
there we go.
Yeah,
that was a good one. So
Squirt
what got you? Do we want to do? Okay, we'll just talk about it. No, because you'd already mentioned a few times because of the things that were going on in your life, where music was like starting to play music was a good release or an expression or outlet. There we go. It was an outlet for the things that were going on, an outlet for that expression, whatever. But so tell me a little bit about your home life.
Yeah, super chill, real nice, nothing real crazy happening.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. No, my earlier life. Go ahead.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I've got 2 half sisters. I call them my sisters.
Yeah, older.
2 sisters, younger, and then 1 brother.
Okay.
He's 20 years younger than me.
Okay, so fairly young, yeah.
Fairly young, yeah. So my mom had me. She got pregnant with me when she was 19.
Mm-hmm.
Her and my biological dad were just like hippies living on a commune at the time.
Hell yeah.
And then she met my dad.
Hence the music.
Yep. She had me when she was 20. She had just turned 20. And then she met my dad a couple of years later, and then they got married when I was 4. And they were just doing like hella drugs at the time.
Right.
Yeah, at the time, my dad was like a millionaire because he had this internet company that he sold. And then, so we were kind of just traveling around, partying. Mm-hmm. We went down to like the Virgin Islands, had a house down there.
Right. Met Richard Branson.
Yeah. Branson, yeah.
Richard Branson.
He's like, if I ever go into space, I'm going to have a plane take me there first and just drop me off.
I'm talking about,
like
I thought Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson, yeah. Or Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
This whole time, I thought that's who we were talking about. No.
Yeah, no. He was just doing coke with Epstein and Bronson. And
Branson.
Branson.
It's a Midwestern.
Yeah, he's a Midwestern billionaire. Yeah. But yeah, they were doing a lot of drugs at the time, a lot of fighting.
Was it just living off of that income not that income, but
I think for the most part, I think he had other stuff going on.
Okay.
I don't really know too much of the details really of the business stuff.
You were young. Yeah.
I was 4. 4 or 5.
I'm surprised I recollect this much.
Yeah.
Due to the brain injury.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a lot of this is just stuff that's been told to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then so yeah, a lot of just kind of craziness happening at the time. They were smoking crack and like getting into these huge fights. Mm-hmm. So things got a little unstable there. Then
that environment tends to
tends to get a little uncool.
Yeah. I mean that comes with
I'm
the crack.
uncomfortable with the environment we've created in the studio today.
I'm just saying that environment of instability comes with crack.
Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, and then
first-hand experience.
Yeah, and then like this thing, the dot bomb happened. That's where like a lot of money got lost if you invest in like tech companies.
Right.
All those like companies crashed in the stock market. Mm-hmm. We moved to DC for a bit, and my dad was working for a company there, and then we ended up moving back because my mom missed our family. And my dad says that she missed her boyfriend.
Oh,
so infidelity.
So yeah, there was a lot of there was a lot of infidelity.
Hey.
There was a lot of turmoil, I'm sure, around that.
Yeah.
Around that move. So it wasn't all happy spirits.
Yeah, I was kind of happy to move back. I didn't like Virginia that much.
Right.
It was my bike kept getting stolen, and like we would like some kids would take it, then they would just leave it like 2 or 3 miles away. And we would just find it randomly.
Like, I'm not walking.
One
to
day
find
my dad
it.
was driving home and he saw some kid riding my scooter, and like it had like the torn off like grip on it, so he knew it was mine. And my dad just pulled over and jacked it like a 10-year-old.
Good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
He's like, give me that scooter. From
just-
an outside perspective, it looks like he just robbed a 10-year-old.
But also,
I forgot all about that.
if your dad had come home and said, "Hey, I saw a kid riding your scooter,"
Yeah.
and you were like, "Well, did you get it?"
Right.
He'd be the worst dad if he
Yeah.
was just like, "No, I saw it." I mean, but he looked busy, so I
It's not
wasn't
gonna
gonna.
be a problem anymore. Yeah.
He killed him.
Yeah, he killed him.
So my dad hit that kid with
With the car.
with the car, but I still didn't get the scooter because he severely damaged that
Yeah.
scooter.
But yeah, we moved back, and then things got a little bit worse before they got even more worse.
I'm still waiting for the better.
Yeah, some instances with like with cops and stuff, and getting shuffled around to like different people's houses.
Domestic stuff.
Yeah, my mom spent some time in like rehab.
Yeah.
There, she stayed at like a halfway house for a while.
How old are you around this
Around
time?
7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah, then we moved to a house in Rockford at the time, and then that's when I started going to Rockford. No, I was going to Rockford before then.
But you were in Rockford schools for a while. For
The majority of my childhood, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I moved around a lot. But yeah, and then they got divorced when I was like 10, because things got a lot better.
that's usually how it goes.
That's
You're
usually
like,
how it goes.
yeah, everything is great.
Everything's
I think
going real good right now. So
we
we're just
should not
gonna
be together.
Call peace.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
can break away peacefully now.
Yeah. But yeah, basically it was just it was a rocky times.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I don't know how much you want me to really go into, but like
I mean, we're
I
here
don't
for
wanna, like
content.
trauma
I'm
dump
kidding.
on this cast.
Then fine, we'll go.
Cast of the stars. But
Then you know what? To break the tension, we're gonna cut to one of your TikToks.
okay, sounds good.
Check it out.
This is one of me.
How I found out my family was selling marijuana, disguising it as a pyramid scheme. Let's go. Growing up, there was a period of time where my grandma, my aunts, my cousins, they were all making a lot of money selling Avon. If you don't know what Avon is, it's like a skincare company. They make a lot of lotions, creams, makeup. Which, looking back, it does seem weird that we never had any of their products in the house, and we've got a ton of skin conditions. There's the dermatitis, psoriasis, the eczema. We basically have more rashes than a Florida frat house during spring break. Anyway, one day I go to my grandma's house to visit, and I walk in on her weighing out one of the biggest bags of that sticky icky that I've ever seen. And that's when I'm informed that Avon is actually just code for what the real family business is. And looking back, it just makes so much sense. Like, anytime they went on a delivery, they'd come back super happy with arms full of Taco Bell, throwing out chalupas like freaking Oprah. Now, anytime I get a Facebook message from like an old high school friend and they're pitching like a wrap or a probiotic, my first instinct is to go, how much for an eighth?
That's like one of the bigger ones I have too.
Did we break? Jake?
Yeah, if you want
Jack?
to. Oh.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. I'm good to come back. Hi. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And
it's probably just the one of me telling that whole story in a way more concise manner.
yeah, exactly. You only have a minute or 3 minutes.
3 minutes because I'm better than you.
Because you're an
But,
influencer.
Yeah, I'm an influencer now.
So yeah, if you want to catch more of the trauma, you can check Cam out on TikTok at Cam Honeyager. But also, there's funny stuff,
Yeah.
or it's usually funny. But
Yeah, it's usually funny. Sometimes it's not. But.
I was tracking your TikTok rise
Oh.
the other day, and I saw your first real blow up was something like 98,000 or.
No, my first one.
I'm saying for me, no.
Yeah.
By my standards.
But you're standing. Yeah.
No.
My first big one was I think that they took the audio down because
Yep.
yeah, okay, yeah. So it was just a dumb joke about No Nut November.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It was
really
No
dumb.
Nut and No Shave November.
No Nut, No Shave
Yeah.
November. Yeah, and that was like my first big one that popped.
It was like was it a millennials
Millennial
thing?
and Gen Z thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much do you remember how many that was at?
No,
Last time
like
you saw
100
it?
something.
120 I want to say it was 120 something thousand.
Yeah, I don't
but-
remember. Yeah, that was like the first big one that I got anything.
And then but you had posted for like months
Yeah, it
before
was,
that.
like,
Also
nothing.
kind of gaining traction still because you
Yeah.
had like some that would hit like
couple
12,000, yeah, 40,000 even.
Yeah, I think before then around like 10,000 was what I got, and then I think when that one popped off, people started watching the other ones.
Yeah,
and so like I started getting more views across all my videos, which is cool.
And you just started TikTok like in like during the pandemic?
Yeah,
or?
like in March of 2020. Yeah.
So yeah, right when it
like
kicked
within
off.
a week of all my shows getting canceled, I was like, we need to figure something else out.
Right,
Yeah.
I need an outlet now.
Yep.
I get that.
Yep.
How have you seen it profit you at all?
Have I made any money from it? No.
No, but opportunity at all, or
yeah, I think it just adds some credibility, some validation to you when you're approaching people to try to get booked on shows,
right?
Or like when
you
just
can
having
send them
casual
a profile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and it's just something, but like, it's not gonna be the thing that like makes my career.
Yeah,
but it's something that helps get me familiarity with people. So
right.
if they see me do something else, they could go, "Oh, this guy looks familiar."
Yeah, and it's because and you see people who see you do live, and I know you don't like it, but
you say it sarcastically. That's why I don't like it. You're like, this guy's a TikTok star.
I don't say it like that. You
Okay.
you throw up the air quotes. I try to make it sound as
air
serious.
quotes.
I try to make it sound as serious as possible. But just the phrase TikTok star is sarcastic. I
Definitely.
think.
It's in its own way.
Yeah. No. But people who do follow you on TikTok from where is it?
I saw something in
Dang
front
it.
of me.
But people who do follow you like on any social media after seeing you on stage, they do sometimes if they'll look to see you again.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep sharing stuff that's why we all should share stuff like our dates and stuff on Instagram or whatnot.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
how have you how have you fared when it comes to promoting yourself?
I think I've been doing okay. It's really difficult to get people to come out when it's not like first of all, if they're not paying for it, I've found it's actually harder to get people to come out.
Yeah.
Because if it's like a free show, they think amateur and they think they're not gonna have a good time.
Right.
So when I have shows where people are paying, it's better. And then the other issue is that a lot of the shows we do in Michigan are during the week.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for people to come out, but.
Yeah, even like the showcases that we do are on like Thursdays or.
Yeah, but I think I've been doing okay for what can be expected.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Now, I don't see you as someone who feels a lot of shame. No,
Accurate.
That's basically where I was going. Like you don't have a problem putting yourself out there though.
No.
Embarrassing yourself.
No.
Not that I'm saying that your comedy embarrasses you.
You know, I'm a believer that if you want to be successful in comedy or in art, it means being 100% authentically yourself.
Exactly.
And putting yourself 100% into it.
Exactly. And out there. And that doesn't leave room for shame.
Right. Yeah.
And it's something that obviously we can always continue to work on. But the less shame we feel in just being authentic, because I think that's what shame is. Shame is you not wanting or not feeling comfortable to be completely authentic.
Yeah, yeah.
It's because you're hiding something or whatever.
Yeah, and I've always felt the most confident when I feel that I'm being the most authentic.
Right. The most myself.
Most myself, yeah. And so it's like I think a lot of people put onus on other people to make them feel comfortable in an environment. Mm-hmm. I try to make sure that I'm making myself comfortable no matter where I am. Yeah. Like I can make myself feel okay in whatever space, and because that's my job.
Exactly.
It's not my job to manage.
It's what you have the control
thing.
over, and also by you being comfortable and being yourself, or just being at peace, like in whatever environment you're in, it allows others to also feel that peace.
For sure. Yeah.
And also feel that comfort that you bring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
By just being myself, I can encourage others to just be chill and be themselves.
Exactly.
However way they want to present.
Right.
There's no pressure.
I just talked about that with Kid Kane. Yeah. Check out that episode last week.
Yeah, I was just starting to watch it on my way here. It was good.
Yeah, it's super, like, it's just an unfamiliar feeling to me for someone to have, just to be practicing such mindfulness that their energy just envelops the room, which is awesome. And that's somewhere I'd like to be, whatever I find myself in, the energy that I exude. Anyways, this episode of Where Is This Going is brought to you by Off the Grid, house of the vintage and handcrafted and created in secret. Off the Grid is located at 2863 West Shore Drive, apartment 114 here in Holland, Michigan. And Off the Grid has everything you need to get exactly that, off the grid. Before you go away for the weekend, make sure you get hooked up with a fresh drip, with a new glass piece. They are a curated vintage apparel shop mixed with a premium glass shop, and just here to curate a vibe for you to get off the grid. Barber coming soon. They are, like I said, located at 2863 West Shore Drive, apartment 114, open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Check them out. Tell them we sent you, and you will get 10% off of any glass or merchandise purchase. Yeah, just mention where is this going, and say what up to Alex and Bruce. Speaking of energy, what's your power bill look like?
My power bill?
Yeah, what do you pay?
We paid $100 this month, so it was like $99. Yeah,
It's not bad.
that's for summer prices.
Did you have a lot of AC going? Do they
Yeah.
lower the prices in the summer?
No, they
or
raise them in the
That's
summer.
what I thought.
Yeah. How long has it been since you paid a power bill?
Dude, no, I mean, you said it's
You're about to
summer
start paying
prices,
bills
so
again?
I didn't
I'm
know. No, I just got the notification for my share of the power bill today.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, they raise them in the summer usually because it's hotter, and like when it's hotter, it takes more energy to
Use
keep
more.
everything on.
Yeah. Actually,
Transformers and stuff.
I already
too.
knew that
Yeah.
because there's a radio
I'll
commercial.
give you a
playing.
freaking science lesson today.
There's a radio
Yeah.
commercial playing right now that's telling me that too. So it's on the air.
Yeah, it's on the air. The word is out.
The word is out.
Hey, in summer, guys, when you're feeling the sweat under the titties, power bill's going up.
That's the next. That's the first indication.
Yeah.
That's the first indication. You're like, oh, I gotta start making extra money. My power bill's gonna go up.
I gotta pick up some more shifts.
At
At McDonald's,
yeah.
As I make people's food, let me just wipe the sweat away. This tit sweat.
With your gloves on. So when did you start doing comedy? Okay, no wait. So after Full Sail,
Yeah.
you went to college in
Orlando.
Orlando.
Yep, Full Sail. And then I moved out to LA, and I had an internship for this production company, Shiny Penny Productions. What's up, guys?
Check them out.
Check him out. The guy who runs it, his name is Kerry Brown. He produced like the Smashing Pumpkins early on, and his wife Stacey Scher. Together they produced like Tarantino's first few movies, Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool people. She's like the co-president of Blizzard and stuff too now.
Oh, dang.
Super cool people, and great time, and then from there I interned for a composer because I mainly moved out there wanting to be a film composer.
Okay.
But I was doing stand up on the side all the time already.
So
Yeah.
did you wait?
Yeah. I go fast, so you can
No,
stop
no,
me
it was
whenever.
the the internships. Were those paid or unpaid?
God, no, it's super unpaid.
Super unpaid. I had to pay.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And so did you leave Orlando like right when you graduate, or did you graduate?
Yeah, I graduated in November of 2016, went home for Christmas, and then was in LA January 4th of 2017.
Okay.
So it was about a month in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when did you start? Did you start? Well, I know you did start doing stand up like younger than usual.
Yeah, I originally started when I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing like improv and stuff and comedy showcases because I was a theater kid.
Yep, of course.
And, yeah,
That's right.
In case you thought I was straight.
That
That was one of my first jokes too.
Yeah. No.
But I did stand up like twice when I was 15. First time it was okay, it was mediocre. Second time, god awful, borderline racist, a little anti-Semitic. Because I just
you
went
saw
like,
how we started the pod.
yeah, exactly. It's the vibe. No, it's definitely not the vibe. But at the time I just wanted to be like an edgelord and like went crazy, saying a bunch of crazy shit. I think I lost a friend over it.
Who were your influences?
David Duke. No, I've been watching. I think that's when I started getting more into like Louis and like more like
It was
people
just-
that swore and took risks and stuff
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
It was a poorly aimed Louis take.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Bo Burnham I just started listening to him, and he was making a bunch of crazy jokes at the time
Yeah.
too. And so like I was like, oh, this, and then it was all that compiled with like Dane Cook energy.
Exactly.
So I was like, hey, what's up, people?
And lack of
I'm not
actual
gonna
writing.
say any of the
Yeah,
jokes,
please
but no,
don't.
they were awful. They weren't funny at all. That's the thing, and that's when I learned early on is like if you want to like talk about taboo subjects, You have to be undeniably funny when you're
Yeah.
talking about them.
That's the only way.
Otherwise, it's not going to work. Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes it comedy.
Exactly. The comedy part. Yeah.
Yeah, is the funny
the
part.
The comedy aspect of it.
Otherwise, it's more of a racist epithet.
Yeah.
Or a string of racist epithets.
Yeah. When doing comedy, try to do comedy.
Try to laugh.
Try to laugh.
Would you laugh at this?
No.
First thing when starting comedy, ask yourself, would I laugh at this?
That's actually really good advice too. You said that like sarcastically, but that's really good advice.
No, it's good advice, but also sadly, too many people do laugh at themselves when they shouldn't be.
That is also true.
And I know myself, I have so many jokes that didn't work that I thought were great.
Yeah.
Still,
I only had like the few that I did when I was 15. Everything else has been crushing it.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, not bombed. I've been killing it. I've been crushing it ever since then.
Dropping bombs.
I've never dropping bombs. I never once had a bad set since then because I'm just a prodigy, I guess.
No, I mean, that makes sense. That's why you started so young.
No. I didn't do it again. I bombed so bad I didn't do it again until I was 18.
Okay, so you waited 3 years, and then was that in Michigan or in, it was in Florida?
Well, I actually did do, I think, 1 or 2 sets in Michigan. This is like right before the big comedy boom happened in Michigan. There wasn't really many spots, especially in Grand Rapids. Mm-hmm. There was like 2 or 3 maybe mics.
And this is like what,
2014.
14?
Yeah, 2014. And so this is like, there wasn't anything really, and that's mainly why I didn't do anything until I was 18, because especially if you're under 18, you couldn't get on anything.
Yeah, I mean, even at 18, you still can't get into a lot of places.
Yeah. But I did a couple things there, and then when I went to Orlando, I started getting into the scene there. They had a pretty good welcoming scene.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And then started getting some guest spots and stuff, and then was working on this talk show with some people from Full Sail. Didn't really go anywhere, and then I just moved to LA.
So were you doing comedy the whole time you were in Orlando?
Yeah.
So about 2 years?
About 2 years there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so 2014, 2015.
Yeah, in 2016, yeah.
Okay. So you had been doing it for 2 years and then went out to LA doing unpaid internships and stand-up comedy on the side.
And working at Office Depot.
Okay, I was wondering where the money came from.
Not much came from there either.
Yeah, I would imagine so. It seems like a lot of time to occupy with little pay. Yeah.
Say what you will about my Trump supporting dad. He definitely helped me out during that point at that time.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
I've said nothing but appreciation for this man.
This man.
For this
man right here.
This man right here. But why
he was writing Trump 2020 on the checks before Trump had even ran. He was like, what? No.
That's in the memo.
Yeah, in the memo. I was like, what?
Why?
The Apprentice guy? No.
Also, as if he was only known as the Apprentice guy. What? The bankrupt? Never mind.
The bankrupt real estate agent?
No, ex-president. Why did we end up stopping there?
We always end up on Trump, because then we just had that realization, that sad moment.
Yeah, that he.
That was reality. That wasn't a fever dream.
That
actually happened.
Oh,
That's
wait,
right.
that was a thing.
That's right. Yeah.
It was just a reeling of emotion. Dang it.
Crack another one. For the Brewski! For the boys!
Bruce, Saturdays or Sundays are for the boys.
Or for the Mas Agave strawberry. That's good.
Not a sponsor. Don't shout them out.
No,
don't keep talking about
I didn't
them.
know that they made seltzers. That's good.
No, I mean,
it's garbage. Don't drink it.
It's garbage. I think they're racist.
Went from not a sponsor to we're gonna get sued by them now.
No, I shouldn't have said the racist part. That's on me.
I mean, didn't they do something?
They had a case.
It was alleged racism.
They had a case.
That's the key. If you say alleged, you can say whatever you want.
Weren't
they alleged pedophiles? Then they allegedly Then they allegedly fired missiles into the sun to try to end the universe.
But also, if you're Bill Gates, I think that was it the sun? Bill Gates was trying to fire missiles into the sky for something.
Yeah, it was the sun. Yeah.
All right.
I can't remember what his reasoning for that was.
I don't think you need one.
No, if you're a billionaire, just fuck it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
We come back to Branson and going into space. Just do it, but don't be all virgin and cheap about it.
Right, don't be all British about it.
British?
Don't be all British about it.
So what brought you, or you were in L.A., jeez.
Yeah.
You were in L.A. for how long?
So I was there for a year and a half doing the intern thing and working. And then I had a bit of a mental break. As you do. Whoa. But he's got the sad eyes. It was fine, but it was not fine. Also,
at the same time, it took me out of the state.
well, I kind of was just like, I need to go home for a minute, save up, just kind of work,
right,
get my shit together, and then the plan was to come back after like 6 months. That turned into another year and a half. So,
it's just 6 months times 3.
Yeah, 6 months times 3, bro. We do math around here.
We're getting better.
So yeah, I came back here, just stayed at my dad's house, and I got kind of really depressed. I was drinking like a fifth of Jack Daniels every other night.
Is this like 2017?
Yeah, no, so this would have been 2018.
2018?
Yeah, because I moved out there January 2017, and then moved back May of 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
do you think it was like, I understand you were going through stuff mentally in your life, but do you think it was the kind of coming back from your dream type thing, and just being back home?
Yeah, that, and just like I was so broken away.
Yeah,
and
understandable.
Just like the frustration with the whole system, and how like there had been a lot of opportunities where I'd been like so close, but just it didn't happen.
Right.
And then like I had worked on this project for this guy. It was meant to be like a kids show, and originally when it was getting pitched to me, it was set up to be like they had a deal with Nickelodeon. Which I thought was awesome. Right. And then it turns out that didn't happen, or it fell through, something happened.
Right. Or it was never there.
Or it was never there. But the guy that I was working with, he's okay. He's a nice guy. Hi, John. And
we'll share the episode with you.
Yeah. But he does have like some big credits and stuff at Nickelodeon, so it wasn't unbelievable.
Okay, yeah.
So, but I think that deal just fell through, and I ended up not getting paid anything, which at the time I really needed that money, and so because I didn't have that money, I had to move back. Right. And then so yeah, just like the realization that like that really probably wasn't gonna happen for me. And then I started working for this music library. Okay. That's where they like they'll have a client say like, hey, we need this type of music for like a commercial, or an artist wants to hear something like this. Okay. And then they'll go to the library, and the library has composers that they work with, and they'll say, hey, send us what you got, and then they'll send it to the client, and if the client likes it, they'll pay for it from you. Right. Did a few things with that, but the more I got into doing that, the more I just hated it, because it always ends up being like they'll send you just somebody's like top 40 song and say like, hey, just recreate this enough to where we won't get sued. Yeah. That's literally all the game is. And it's because
everything's just biting off of.
Yeah, and for me, music was more just like a therapy thing for me, and so I kind of like made the decision to just focus mainly on just doing comedy, because that's like the main thing I've loved, and have loved performing and loved doing since I was a kid. Right. And so that's when I made the change, and then I moved back to LA October 31st, 2019. And then I stayed in a hostel with my friend. It was like 30 people in a 5-bedroom house. Nice. In Koreatown. So super cool.
I had met you probably, I think, the summer before you left.
Yeah, yep.
Because I remember your going away party. I think was that at Fulton Street?
Yeah, Fulton Street. Yeah. Then we went to Parkway afterwards.
Yeah, I did not.
It got really awkward. No.
I wouldn't imagine. A couple Parkway regulars attended, I'm sure, the parties. Yep. But so one, I was glad to see you before you left. Yeah. And develop at least a little bit of a rapport.
Yeah. That's where I met a lot of the people that I know now, because a lot of you guys were just starting off. Right. And then I went back to LA. Then I came back, and you guys were all blossoming and all that blooming.
I mean, it's all the same thing. But
all having orgies and shit. Real weird baby sacrificing stuff too. I don't know if you want me to bring up. But
you do anything to build a community.
Yeah, whatever you got to do to build.
Yeah, it's a brotherhood. That's what we have.
Yeah,
here.
Brotherhood.
A brotherhood. Kidding.
There's never anything good that has brotherhood in the title.
Well, yeah, that's why they had to make it the sisterhood of the traveling pants. Because if it was
of the traveling pants, sounds like a threat.
It would have been a pair. Yeah, exactly. It would have been a pair of sweats shared by Klansmen. That's what this sounds like. It'd be the brotherhood.
We are the brotherhood of the traveling pants.
It would have been traveling pants. It'd be traveling hood. The brotherhood of the traveling hood.
Okay.
2 on the nose.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ruined it. We went too long. We went too far with it.
Went too far.
It's on me. Once again, I'm taking responsibility. Yep. But also seeing you prosper in LA,
Yeah.
doing shows at the Ice House,
Yeah.
and seeing you actually on was it a podcast or just an interview?
Or the chatting with a morbidly obese person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew Hale is a super cool dude. He's been making YouTube videos for a minute. He started off doing like prank shows, and then he started doing these chatting with series.
Okay.
And he'd have all these crazy people on, and he had me on to talk about being fat.
And how did you meet him?
Craigslist.
He put the Craigslist ad
He
out?
put the Craigslist ad out. I was looking for money.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so you got paid for the interview? That's nice.
Yeah. I got paid for it. It was nice.
If we're gonna be talking about my fat,
Yeah.
I want to monetize it, please.
Yeah, it's nice when someone pays you to appear on their podcast or interview.
That's weird.
Stares in the camera. Zoom in.
That's not normal. But
I would have just taken some more of this Masagave, sponsor of the podcast.
no, they're not.
But yeah, I did that and just talked about being fat, and it got like 200 and something thousand views. It was cool.
Right. And
Yeah,
any
actually,
following from it?
Actually, the thing with that is I did get some following, not as much as I would have liked, because I had an Instagram. I had a different Instagram before then,
Right.
and then literally like 2 days before this video, it just got deleted just randomly, and I realized I had a joke in my bio that said "Cash at me for nudes," and I put my actual Cash App there.
Yeah.
At the time, there was a bunch of like Instagram thoughts doing that.
Yeah. It was.
And so I'm thinking that like flagged it, and they took it down because they were targeting a lot of like sex workers at the time. And so it got deleted, and I tried to like contest it, and they never did let me do anything with it. So I lost a bunch of content. I had a bunch of comedy content on there, a bunch of followers, and so I had to quick scramble and set up. And I ended up like taking an old account that I'd had from like high school and like early college days, and then just changing my username to what my original name was.
Right.
And it worked out, but it took a minute. And so
To rebuild the following.
yeah,
and
so like
whatnot.
it wasn't until like a couple days later when people were able to start like following me on Instagram and stuff.
Oof.
But I still got like 200 or 300 followers from that,
Yeah.
and some cool people.
Right.
Met one girl who was not so cool,
But you know what? It took me a minute to figure it out.
it did. Yep, that it did.
Not that cool. At least not for me.
Yeah, turns out not so cool.
Not that fun.
Yeah,
you
not
think
that
she
fun.
was fun? Not that
She
fun.
seemed fun at first, not very fun. It turns out.
So when you came back because of the pandemic, or
Yeah, so a couple things. So yeah, the pandy happened, and I was working for Viking Cruises at the time.
okay.
And turns out the cruise company's not where you want to work during a global pandemic.
Yeah, no, not when people are worried about germs.
Yeah, people got real uncool real fast.
Things got really uncool.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew how serious this was in like January because people were like chatting and calling in every day about canceling their bookings and stuff like that.
And you didn't tell anyone.
And we were just like, nope, you can't do it.
No, you can't.
We were telling them
cancel.
no too. That's the crazy
You
part.
can't cancel.
Yeah, they didn't actually like cancel any actual cruises until like March. And so for
Yeah.
2 months we were just telling people no, and then all of a sudden the CEO made a video. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna cancel these cruises."
And then for 6 more months we were like, hey, my bad.
Yeah,
Hey, my bad.
yeah,
But
it sucked being on the front lines of that. But
where was Viking Cruises? Did they experience any ships that were docked or not docked, but like weren't able to dock? Because weren't
I
they?
don't think so.
Weren't there a few cruise ships that were?
Yeah, it was like I think Norwegian was one of them.
Yeah,
or,
yeah, I think so.
But Viking didn't. We did have one ship I think that had a case of coronavirus. It was a staff. A member that had it, but it was like only the staff had been on the boat at the time.
Okay.
So they just quarantined like on the dock or whatever
Right.
for like 2 weeks, and then they were good. I think.
All right,
I
not
don't
too
know.
bad.
I don't know too much about it.
Right.
They really like kept everything really close to the chest at the time.
Yeah,
I think just because they didn't want leaks getting out.
much like our government.
Yep. And they're a
Like,
private
no, we're
company.
protecting
yeah.
you.
I'm probably gonna get sued just for mentioning their name here, but
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
They're not gonna watch this.
no. I'm gonna send it directly to my supervisor, who used to work
To whom it may concern.
To whom it may concern.
I don't know who still has this email address.
Yeah, he's gonna get the first 20 minutes and go, "Why did he send this to me?" Because it's like so late in the podcast.
That's what we're hoping for. Viking Cruises, check this out. We'll throw that up top.
So yeah, but so this other thing I've been playing out. My girlfriend and I have been kind of on and off since high school.
Right.
The issue mainly being that I kept moving across the country.
Right. First, I'll go down to Florida.
Yeah, and then LA, and then I came back, and then went right back to LA.
Which is a tease, really.
Yeah, I'm a big dick tease. It's
Big
what I
dick
love
tease.
to. What I love to do.
Meaning you're teasing that you have a big dick.
Exactly.
But,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I tease people who have big dicks. Look at this big dick motherfucker.
I've been on the receiving end quite
of big dicks. You've been on the receiving end of big dicks.
I knew it was going to come.
Yeah.
Just like the big
You're
dick.
setting me up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
So we kind of just got to talking, and I had like a bit of another mental breakdown because I was in my room. I was living in like a guest house, and I shared it with 2 other guys, and so but I was like in my room basically for like an entire month, just working from home, and
Super healthy,
getting shit faced.
Yeah.
Ordering DoorDash like twice a day.
Fuck yeah.
It was not good.
I mean, great food.
But yeah, so we started talking more and talking more about what it would take for me to come back, what it would take for if we wanted to have a relationship. Just because it was very clear to me at that point now that like LA wasn't going to be coming back for a long time.
Yeah.
And like they just started doing shows again.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not going to be able to spend another year here. So I'm probably going to end up coming back. And then if I do come back and we want to try to something, what's that going to look like? What's it going to take for us to actually give it a shot? And so we had a lot of conversations over the course of like 3 months. And then eventually I just came back. And we've been living together for a year and a month now.
Nice.
And so the plan is to move to Chicago in February.
I was going to say, do you got a date on that? February?
Yeah, it was originally going to be at the beginning of June. And then some stuff came up, so we pushed it to February.
Right on. Yeah, it's 8 months. It's not too big a deal.
No.
Is your plan to continue inching closer out west? Or
And just going to do it one state at a time.
We're just starting with
After
Chicago.
that,
We're going to feel
Iowa.
it out. Yeah, we're going to feel it out. There's not much once we get to North Dakota, so we're going to have to really move through that
It's going to be a rough couple of years. Yeah. We're just going to do a month in each state.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like an Airbnb situation.
That would be cool, actually. But
yeah, you got other plans.
The plan's just Chicago just because it's closer to both of our families.
Yeah.
And it's a big city, so there's more room to grow, and there's a lot more access to like the Midwest as a market.
Right.
You can fly anywhere in the country from Chicago pretty easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a great center point. When it comes. I mean, we're great in the Midwest in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chicago's. I mean, bigger airports too.
Yeah.
Like. I really want to. I need to check out Chicago more.
Yeah.
Just to check out the scene at least. I keep going to New York or Austin, which I want to go back to Austin. Ben Moffitt's moving down to Austin.
Yep.
Dang,
Benny boy.
soon.
He's
Very
about
soon.
to make me the fattest guy in Grand Rapids.
Well, I hope you're ready to hold the title until February.
And
then I'm coming
pass
up.
it down to you. You better start eating.
Nah, I got until February. That's. What if?
Who's next?
I was gonna say you guys are
It's
doing.
gonna get mean real quick.
I'm not going. I know you guys are doing the weight loss challenge.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to do the opposite
The
way.
weight gain challenge.
Yeah, I just wanted to gain some weight, and
You're doing good. You look puffy.
it didn't work actually. I'm still teetering.
I'm what, AIDS or
Teetering on AIDS.
An AIDS body is
On
what I meant.
AIDS.
Yeah, I got the AIDS body.
I got the HIV. I don't know why.
Shake. Yeah.
I don't know where I was gonna go.
This is where I take
further
you, man.
This is
you
not.
thought I was
better.
the guest. You're the guest in my world, buddy.
I don't know what you're doing.
Where am I?
But no, I'm somehow maintaining the same weight I have been since like I don't know if it was right after crack or right before crack.
Yeah.
But I don't smoke crack. I'm just
Anymore.
maintaining the body.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what most people hope for.
Yeah.
They want the crack body without the crack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except for now it does make sitting for long periods of time a lot more painful.
Yeah. Why? Just because you got
I took my ass meat.
bones? Oh, yeah.
I took my ass meat.
Yeah.
Because I did have a donk,
I've got
as
like
my
a
mother
frog
would
butt.
say.
Yeah.
A frog butt?
Yeah, if you ever look at a frog and just like hold it up, like that's my butt. You know, we'll put up a picture. You'll see.
I really would like to see this. Before we move any further, I
Yeah.
don't know how long we've been doing this, but before we move further, I want to talk about shows we're doing this week.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing this week.
I know this week I got Comedy Project.
Oh, that'll be
That's depending on when this drops. Hopefully it's dropping on Monday, so you'll be able to see me tonight at Comedy Project, 7 p.m. here in Grand Rapids. I say here. I'm not in Grand Rapids. in Grand Rapids. Tickets are 5 o'clock. Show doors open at 6:30. Show at 7. Tuesday, what are you doing?
Tuesday, I am at Tip Top in Grand Rapids off of Wealthy and Burton.
Nope.
Right? Nope.
Nope.
Straight and Burton.
No,
In between Wealthy and
Straight
Burton.
and
Burton.
Butterworth.
Butterworth, you're
Yeah.
right. Same thing, bees.
It's all the same.
I don't know why I felt the need to give out the streets
Yeah,
either.
you were trying to be super
Just look
specific.
up Tip Top Deluxe. You'll
Bar
find
and
it.
Grill.
Bar
Yeah.
and Grill.
Show starts
You'll
at
see a
9
bunch of
o'clock.
bikers hanging out.
Do you have anything tomorrow? Are you doing?
Yeah, today I'm doing Make It Spicy. Tomorrow I'm not
that's right.
doing Fulton. I'm not on it,
We're
but
gonna
I'll
try.
probably show up and try
Yeah.
to get like a spot.
Same.
And then Wednesday I'm at River City Saloon. I might also be at Make It Spicy.
No,
Make It
you
Stories.
are also at Make It Spicy.
I'm at Make
Story
It Spicy
time.
Story Time.
That's what we came
I didn't
here
have it
to
on the
promote,
calendar.
Cam.
That's what we came here to promote. Okay. Just a second. Let me put it in the calendar
Oh my gosh!
so that I
No, I'm
can
kidding.
promote it.
But
Make It Spicy Story Time. It's actually going to be an amazing show.
Yeah.
I've done 2 different stories now because they had the competition show.
Yeah.
And then
Did you do both of the
I did
competitions?
No, I didn't do the one like where Kate won.
Okay.
But I did this one that just happened where Sydney won and she killed it.
Shout out Sydney Smith.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Super Sid on Twitter, I believe.
Yep. And so I did that, and then they just had the first one on this last Wednesday, and it was fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
Yep.
I didn't get a chance to check that one out. I'm going to be. I don't tell a lot of stories. I know if you see any sudden movements, we're just going for flies. I don't tell a lot of stories.
The Alzheimer's is taking effect right now as you watch this.
You ever seen Fear and Loathing?
Yeah.
Las Vegas. It's just back.
We should have taken handfuls of shrooms right before we started recording,
Well,
and
you
then
didn't
just watch that.
bring them.
I don't have them. I've never done shrooms.
Then why bring it up?
Because
But so I'm working
sorry
on
for
telling.
trying to bring content into this podcast, Hunter.
I'm working on telling more stories,
Yeah.
so you can catch us at the storytelling time. Make It Spicy Story Time.
Yeah.
Now it's a new show every Wednesday at Mulligans. I think we're starting at 10.
Yep, starting at 10 now.
Starting at 10 p.m. So check that out at Mulligans Pub. Thursday, I'll be at Parrots. What about
I think
you?
I'm at Parrots as well.
You are.
Yep, I am at Parrots on
Yeah.
Thursday, the 15th,
Yep.
in Holland, Michigan.
Friday, nothing.
Off of River?
Yep, South River.
Fuck yeah. All right.
South River and 10th Street.
Friday, I have a Chase payment
Okay.
to Chase
That's good.
for my
That's good
credit
to know.
card. The 20th, I'm doing Park Theater, and that's Jared's show.
Yes, that's
That'll
next
be a good
Tuesday,
time.
right?
Yeah, next Tuesday. Yep.
Yeah, Park Theater open mic is coming back. That's a variety open mic.
Yeah.
Comedy,
That's gonna be a good time.
spoken word, poetry, music.
I just hope I don't get put after like a really depressing poet.
Oh, no.
That happened to me before. They were like, they did like 10 minutes on like all the abortions that they had, and then I had to get up there and be like, I worked at Taco Bell. That was like an abortion. You ever try those refried beans?
No babies living through that. Okay.
No babies living through that. It's not a baby, it's a fetus, Hunter.
My bad. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. It's not a
Don't
living being. Yeah.
thing it, classify it, gender it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay, no. We'll go with
Well,
classify.
classify, don't misclassify it.
Don't miss biologically. Anyways.
I'm doing Rockies on the 22nd. That's next Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then Comedy on Ida is going to be on the 24th.
Oh, yep.
That's going to be a good time.
A week after that, not exactly a week, but last week of July, I'm doing. I'm promoting these dates again. Cam's gonna play a little bit. Jeez, you are ADD. And you're, once again, you're bringing me in. I have too much of an empathetic spirit. It's
I keep it. Oh, it continues.
oh.
No, that's it. Okay.
okay. Anyways,
Sorry, continue.
end of the month, I'll be at the
Toothpick?
Laugh in the Pack. What is that what it's called?
I don't
Right?
know.
Laugh at the Pack. It's
Oh, yeah, the dog pack.
yeah, the dog park show. It's an indoor dog park. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I've never had even heard of the concept before.
She was a dog, Hunter. Oh,
That doesn't
getting
make
these girls.
What does that mean?
I was just trying to like.
Oh, because I'm at the
spice it.
dog
Yeah,
park.
the dog
Okay.
park. What did you think? What?
I don't know. You took such a turn with it. I really had
Talk
no
about
clue.
dog parks. You're a dog.
get- oh.
It's an easy connection to make.
Also,
Sorry.
this Friday, this Thursday, catch us at Parrots Lounge.
Yep.
I'll be hosting. Cam will be performing. That's the 15th, this Thursday.
Yeah.
On the 16th, are you trying to go out to the east side of the state? I
On the
might. I
16th?
think I have to work, so
Yeah, I will be
it's
working.
a Friday.
Too. Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're out on the east side of the state in the Hamtramck area, check out New Dodge Lounge and Cabbage Patch.
Yep.
Always great shows.
That's right. That's
Fuckery Friday and Bomb Be Dom, the Cabbage Patch Saloon.
Cabbage Patch Saloon. Yeah. Does he have a name for the show?
I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither. Jason, if you have a name for the show, let us know.
Yeah, look up Jason Spitzbergen. Comment below, please, if you are Jason.
Or if you're not Jason, just let us know.
Just let us know if there's a name for the show.
Comment. Just say hi.
Yeah, everyone, leave comments.
How's your power bill looking?
Yes, exactly. That's what we're asking everyone nowadays. You ask others about their power bill. See if they're lying to you.
Is that really what you ask everybody?
No.
Oh, I was like, that would make so much more sense.
I was just
I'm still confused on it.
I was just searching for a question.
I'm still very confused about it. It's
you
gonna haunt
you
my
ever
life.
try? You ever try to just get into the rhythm of interviewing? You just start asking random questions.
No.
You're like, I don't know. Let's see where this road goes. Where is this going? Anyways, at the end of the month, on the 29th, you can catch me at the Soul of Detroit showcase in in Sterling Heights, Michigan, and laughs at the Pack at the Pack Indoor Dog Park on the 30th.
That'll be a good one.
It will be a good one, and maybe I don't think I will, but possibly it's a possibility that I may be following Devron out to Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
Is it Pennsylvania?
You guys doing a show for the Amish?
That'd be cool, though, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
What are these speakers? Where's the sound coming from? He's right there, but it's over here.
And how is it all around us? No, my
cracking their Budweisers.
Why is that all they drink? That's what I want to know.
Whenever I see them at the grocery store sometimes when you're in like small towns, and like they have like just giant cases of like Bud Light and Budweisers and shit. I'm like, they're just getting fucked up out in the country. It sounds like a good life, honestly. Churning butter and drinking beers.
But can you drink when you're Amish?
I don't know. I'm not Amish.
Like, but the whole Rumspringa thing. We got to talk to Justin.
He would
That's
know.
really what it is.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him that.
Yeah, you should have asked him that.
We're gonna have him back on.
Question.
We're gonna have him back on, but
Just
also
for an Amish podcast.
yeah, just for now we just want to know all about the Amish stuff. But no, I was bringing up Pennsylvania to fucking it doesn't matter. Maybe a show in Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, PA is what I think Dev and I were talking about. But anyways, speaking of just Pennsylvania comedy, check out Rashid Wesley Jr. On Instagram at She'd Got Jokes. Funny dude.
Jokes.
She'd got jokes. Now there's an ant that's catching.
What is happening in this studio, man?
I don't know. Okay.
We're being taken over.
So we want to do a podcast, you and I.
Yeah, we do.
And I mean, not just this podcast episode. We want to do a series of podcasts.
Our own podcast, our own thing. It's like this, but better.
It's like this, but much better. No, it's going to have more formation to it, where we probably won't be as distracted by bugs because we won't be
that, but
right. Can't promise, but we won't be searching for things to talk about, which is something. I like the spontaneity of just natural conversation, obviously, but also structure to this thing as a show.
Right, yeah.
Is something I also look for.
Definitely.
And I'm happy that we are on the same page about when it comes to endeavors.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really awesome once we get it all together.
Yes, especially once we figure out a name.
A name is going to be, that's the main thing.
So
there's been so many disappointments.
Without context, why don't you go ahead, drop a name in our comments, or if you're listening on Apple, or if you're listening elsewhere, just email the show, whereisthisgoingpod@gmail.com with name suggestions for Cam and I's podcast.
That'd be great.
If you just look at us, tell me your first impression. But now
I need to put my phone away.
Yeah, where you keep staring at it.
Well, every time it lights up, I'm like, ooh,
who's that? Yeah, I put mine down. That's what I.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, why haven't you done podcasting? Or you know what? Yeah, why haven't you done a podcast yet? Or is it just lack of equipment, or motivation?
Equipment and a little motivation. I'm just busy doing other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But also, the main thing is the equipment. When it comes to me doing my own podcast, I want it to look and I want it to sound really professional.
Right.
You know, and so, it's pretty much just been the lack of equipment. And also, I want a good partner. I want somebody, a good co-host. I found like I work the best when I'm with somebody else bouncing
things off of. Yeah,
this in a room alone is just, it's not good. Nobody wants to see that.
And talk to my views.
Yeah.
They portray that very vividly. If it's just me talking, no one does watch, and very few listen. But I'll still do it, mother. No,
Don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
He's a dog, bro.
Quit referring. No, I tried this podcast originally, interview style with also a co-host.
Okay.
Shout out Jake Malicious, jmrules13@gmail.com. I think is still
There's a new cam in town.
Oh dang it! But yeah, with another person comes just coordinating another person's schedule, which is already hard enough to do with another guest, let alone another person who also has their own life
and with comics who we do stuff every night.
Exactly. Yeah, we're always doing stuff.
Like any free time we normally have is devoted to just doing shows.
Exactly, doing shows and or trying to create other content, which a lot of us don't even. A lot of us don't even like fully devote time to that.
Yeah.
Because like what you can notice from your TikToks are a lot of them is while you're.
I thought it would move. There's something over there.
You go
made
out.
a creek. I made an owl.
You go out. You didn't hurt yourself.
No, my hip hurts because I fuck hard.
If you missed a little bit of the conversation before the podcast, you did not now. That was about it.
That was about it. Yeah.
But like your TikToks, a lot of them, if not all of them, are in your car while you're working.
Yeah,
basically.
most of them.
Yeah, and because you also have clips too from stand up.
Yeah. Yep.
I hit it.
Yeah, I think he hit the wall, but he's not dead.
They never die.
Yeah,
but
he's over there.
What?
It's on the guitar. Sorry.
But what is your? I guess. What's your motivation for doing comedy right now? Like, I understand. We love to make people laugh.
Yeah.
What does comedy do for you?
It gives me a sense of, I guess, a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it gives me attention. I love attention. I'm an attention whore.
Yeah, you're a theater
if I'm
kid.
being honest about it.
Yeah.
No, but like, it does. I don't know. I've never really felt like I'm supposed to. I don't really feel like I'm supposed to do anything else other than perform. Mm-hmm. You know, I want to make people laugh. I want to. Like, I've got like a real dark sense of the world, but it also gives me a lot of optimism.
Right.
Like my whole a lot of my worldview stems from I don't think I should really be here. I kind of want to kill myself.
Yeah, most of the time. I'm not wanting to be here. Yeah.
Like when I think about the world and my place in it, I think, you probably should just kill yourself. It'd be a lot easier. Mm. But that also gives me freedom to go, hey, since there's not really any point to anything, I don't want to be here anyway. I can kind of do whatever I want. Yeah. And so what I want to do is, I want to make people laugh. I want to be silly and have fun with friends. I want to go out at late drinking and just, being wild and, you know, bringing joy and stuff and being a good dude.
Why not use this freedom that you've basically described with I'm already here. Right. Might as well live free with it.
Exactly.
Why not use that freedom to bring others?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
A little sense of freedom, too.
Yeah, and so I'm going to use this time I have here to do what I want, and that's what I want to do. Oh. And, what gets where that gets sketchy is when you have life stuff happening and there's a lot of bullshit that gets in the way of that. Yeah, things can get depressing real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually it's a
What's
money
up, Ben?
thing.
That's my therapist.
What's up, Ben? Thanks.
What's up, Ben, bro? Thanks.
But yeah, usually a lot of it's a financial thing when it comes to following your passions or following your dreams. Yeah, because we've all dealt with people who don't get it or people who aren't going to support that.
I can't figure out why anyone would want to not do comedy. It seems like the best lifestyle.
Right.
Best case scenario. Yeah. The richest people in comedy are still the most authentic people. Mm-hmm. They're still like Bill Burr. He's been 100% himself since day one. Exactly. And he's one of the most wealthiest people in comedy probably.
And still the most respectable.
The most respectable people. Exactly.
Yeah, approach. I mean, I don't know.
And he just gets to sit around doing this, talking on podcasts with his friends. Exactly. Going out till 3 a.m, just talking shit with comics. Right. Gets on stage for 15 minutes or an hour if he's doing an actual show. And
just right now,
why would anyone want to do anything else? I just don't get that.
All the podcasts a bunch of the media that we consume is the life that we're trying to live. Yeah. Yeah. I say that maybe for
Watch a lot of porn.
Yeah. I say that maybe on a global scale, but
a lot
like
of Asian porn.
a lot of Asian porn. A lot of Asian guys actually.
A lot of tentacle porn.
This
I
is
just
a life
want 8 arms. That's what I want.
This is a life I'm trying to live.
Yeah, set up a weird train of thought. But I'm glad we got there.
I'm glad we got there. I just uncovered
I just
something
want
about
to be
myself.
I want to be Cthulhu.
But it's like I know myself and you as well. We consume podcasts where there are 2 comedians or a group of comedians just hanging.
Yeah.
And because that's where we want to be, and that's what we want to do too. We want to be able to profit also off of just being authentically ourselves, just in a different setting. Like we try to be like our most authentic self, authentic.
I know my brain damage is wearing off on you.
I know, why is everything? I'm too empathic.
Yeah.
But we're trying to be our most authentic self on stage, but this is just another extended version of that authenticity.
Yeah.
That it's a different way to show itself. But why wouldn't we want to do that? Especially if we're. I mean, it's just hanging. This is the life that we want.
Yeah.
Like
who I am off stage is pretty close to the person I am on stage.
Yeah, likewise.
And I'm like, this is who I am, and I love this part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just make this the thing.
Why can't this be me? Because who I am on stage is also usually my most comfortable self.
I feel like we're going in loops now. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
No, we're gonna. So why can't we just do that all the time? It's basically what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many calories does this have? 110.
Jeez, is that what we're worried about now?
Yeah, calories. I count every calorie now. Now that I'm a vegetarian.
I was gonna say let's dive into this venture and then we'll wrap it up after
sodium?
that.
Holy shit! I'm bloated like a motherfucker.
So you can't eat meat anymore.
I can't eat meat anymore. No. Moral reasons mainly.
No, they're not.
If I could eat a thing of bacon right now, I would.
Exactly. No,
I just really like to disappoint my dad. That's really what it is.
I thought you don't look like someone who has a real moral compass.
Thanks. Come onto the Where's This Going podcast. They treat you real nice. You don't have a moral compass.
You don't have much of a moral compass, do you?
Do you?
Do you?
No. So I had COVID at the beginning of April. Because I hung out with my family.
This past April?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I lost my sense of taste and smell, and then it came back and everything was fine, and then 3 months later, I can't eat beef or chicken or pork or anything like that anymore.
It just makes
I can still eat like crab meat and stuff, but yeah, when I eat it, it's like a metallic, chemically taste. It's like if you smell the exhaust of a car. That's like what meat smells like to me now. It's disgusting.
I've had a similar experience after COVID, not with I didn't know it was well, it was long after COVID, so maybe they're unrelated, but also but after COVID there's some smells and tastes that are kind of like run through a filter to where they all kind of almost taste the same or smell the same,
like a COVID filter.
It's some like it depends on where I get the Coca-Cola, but it's like some versions of it, like whether it's bottled or canned, taste different to me now.
Yeah.
Like almost like it's...
Your palate just might be more refined now, too.
I mean, that's possible,
because,
yeah.
I know, well, with Coke specifically, I know that they do that, they acknowledge that, like, Coke in a can tastes different than a Coke in a bottle.
Yeah.
And, like, McDonald's Coke has a different recipe than the rest of the Cokes.
Right, yeah. And they all, all of them, I think you're right.
I watched the Jim Jeffries podcast.
It is a more refined...
Yeah.
I think you're right. But still, one of them, like, gets run through this same filter that also tastes like... it tastes like the smell of some colognes and soaps and like body washes. Like the body wash that I was using for that period, it doesn't smell like it did before that. Yeah, and it runs through the same filter.
Did you ever have that with cilantro? Because that's like the thing with cilantro is either it tastes like cilantro or it tastes like soap.
I just didn't like cilantro.
That's fair.
I don't know, if
but not because it tasted like soap.
No, it was just because of its taste.
Okay, so
same. Like, I don't like onions, but also onions is another thing that like the smell of onions is also kind of run through that filter, and New York smells like all of it. So I don't
it's
know.
all of it combined.
It's all of it combined. It's yeah. Any Jew. So you can't eat meat now. It's just a metallic taste, and
it's disgusting.
And
like,
it just developed over. Yeah, just developed. What
like, in the last month? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I can't really eat any fast food. I'll get some like a Taco Bell. I'll try to get like cheese quesadillas.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. But like, so for the most part, I'm not really eating fast food anymore.
Right.
And I'm like intermittent fasting just because like I'm not really eating anything. There's
Right.
nothing
I don't
can really
feel
eat.
like eating.
Yeah, it's like it's taken away. It's kind of sad in the way that like I had like a really good, not good. I had a very bad and unhealthy relationship with food, but
Right.
like I enjoyed it a lot.
But I
and
loved it.
I loved it, and it was my comfort thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's as if like I had like a gastric bypass, and like without any of the scars or the money, which is great. But as if like I had that, and like I just can't eat as much as I could, and I don't have the appetite anymore because I just can't eat it, and it's disgusting to me.
And there was no change of medications between
No.
that. Oh, because no.
I got the vaccine, but
Yeah.
I talked to my doctor, and like you can get like that type of thing with the vaccines, but it's usually like immediately,
Yeah.
and it goes away after a couple days.
Right.
Like there's some people they get that taste in their mouth after vaccines, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a thing with vaccines that they have, and it's more of like an allergic reaction.
Right.
But yeah, this is like I don't know what's going on really.
Just kind of came out of the blue.
It could be from COVID. It could be like a genetic thing too, because my biological dad, around the same time he started having issues with meat, where he started getting sick from it and wasn't able to eat it, and it smelled and tasted gross. And he hasn't eaten meat in like 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was around the same time. He said he was at the Beltline bar.
Oh,
And
wow.
he was like eating a burrito. He's like, I can't eat this anymore. It's
Where were you
disgusting."
at? Fulton Street?
I was at Brands. I was halfway through a steak.
Oh.
One bite was delicious. Next bite, disgusting.
Wow.
It was that. I thought it was the steak. And then
Yeah.
like my girlfriend tried it. Her sister tried it. And they're like, no, it's fine.
You're like, well,
And then,
stop
like,
eating my steak.
It didn't
I'm
really
gonna eat
click for me for like 2 days.
Right.
And like I tried to eat meat at like Freddy's. I got like a sandwich. And I'm like, oh, shit, I can't eat this.
The steak burger sucks.
Yeah.
So, but also, your first two tries were steak, technically.
Well, I think I got some chicken in between there somewhere, and it didn't taste good either.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just like, I don't know what I thought it was.
My
but
mind's telling me no, but my
my body's telling me yes.
My
Yeah.
body's telling me
Yeah. It's called Kanye disease. Oh, no, that's not Kanye. That's R. Kelly. I don't know
Also,
why. Same type of crazy. Well, not same type of crazy.
well, who's to say?
Yeah, R. Kelly's crazy is in A minor.
Same. What? Somehow on two back-to-back interviews,
R. Kelly
R. Kelly
jokes.
was brought up.
That's great.
Oh, he stays
And this
in.
was the first one.
He stays in the zeitgeist.
He stays around like he stays around high school.
Oh, jeez. That dude just hangs out.
He just hangs out
Oh, okay.
at daycare. Yeah.
All day at daycare.
Every day.
All day, every day. So yeah, okay. We gotta wrap it up.
Oh yeah.
But before we do,
Okay.
what do you want from this life of a career, if we'll call it that? But it's been
Yeah.
a journey so far.
I
What
just
do you
want
want?
to. Yeah, I want to be able to live comfortably doing what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, making people laugh, doing podcasts, hanging out with friends, and not have to worry about bills or eating out or groceries or anything like that or travel.
Right.
So make enough money to where I just don't have to worry about that stuff. It's not a constant concern, and I can kind of just move how I want to move.
Right.
I think that's all anyone can really ask for in life.
Do you
know.
see then no children in your future, or
Maybe. I don't know. For me, it's hard to think of that. You know, just because I see children more as an obstacle. No.
No.
But like in a
I know
sense,
what you mean, though. Yeah.
But me and my girlfriend have talked about it. But there's some anxiety about it.
course.
I think if anything, we would probably adopt or do like foster care.
Get one that's not as fresh.
Yeah, my genetics shouldn't be passed along. I think. Yeah,
It's a good move.
Yeah.
That's
we can end
self-awareness
it. We
right
can
there.
end this bloodline pretty quick right now. Yeah, should have ended a while ago.
Should have ended. I tried to end it.
I tried to end it, couldn't do it.
couldn't do it.
Turns out fans have a weight limit of how much weight can hang from them. But it's a real dark joke.
And they're not that structurally sound. These ceiling fans.
Yeah, apparently a
'Cause
250-pound 8th grader can't hang from them.
which I guess is it's a fail safe or whatever. What is that? What they're
Yeah,
called?
they should use that in their advertising.
Yeah,
Yeah, if your fat kid won't be able to kill himself on these.
Your fat, depressed teenager will not be able to hang himself. Yeah, I think
From this fan.
From this fan,
Yeah.
not this fan.
Not this fan. Our competitor's fan, maybe.
Because
They're way more structurally sound than ours.
Exactly. I love the commercial. They're like, is your fan structurally sound enough to support your depressed teenager
Oh my
hanging
God.
himself? Not this fan.
Not this fan. This fan will fall if a fly lands on it.
Too many wings on these wings, and they're coming down. I meant blades. They're fan blades. Anyways, all right. Cam, there's gonna be so much more from you.
Of course, man.
And
I know. I feel like we just barely touched the surface.
Oh yes, and I'm so happy that this is so easy. And
man.
yes, check
I like
out
this,
our
by the way.
podcast when it comes.
Woo.
That's not what it's
Name
called.
to be determined. Oh, when it comes.
When
that
it
could be
comes.
When it comes. Show me where it spits.
Show me where it spits.
When it
Don't be
comes.
stingy.
Don't be stingy.
When it comes, and don't be stingy. Coming to a podcast network near you. Follow Cam on Instagram and TikTok at Cam Honeyager.
Yep. It's like Honey Badger without the B or the D.
Without the B or the D. So like honey, and then like age,
Yep.
and an R.
There you go.
It's pretty easy. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _Hunter Miles, and on TikTok at Hunter Miles Comedy. Look for a collab with me and Cam on
Yep.
TikTok and on podcasts.
He doesn't have enough followers.
No, yeah, I know.
I would
That's
never
what I'm
collab with you.
Really looking for the promotion. But also, if you have any suggestions for us for the new podcast idea or new podcast name, we have the idea already. Go ahead, DM us or whatever. Where we
don't like work, so if you could just send us
give
ideas,
us a name.
that would be great.
We try to be creative, but we're really not. But email it to whereisthisgoingpod@gmail.com, or you can follow the show on Instagram at whereisthisgoingpod.
And look up a picture of a frog's butt.
Yes, don't forget, we have homework for you.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget to check out this week. We have Make It Spicy story time Wednesday, Mulligans Pub, 10 p.m. Don't miss it. And also check out Parrots Lounge every Thursday.
Where? I'm not familiar.
In Holland, Michigan, 234 South River Street. No, South River Avenue.
Yeah, I got it.
Holland, Michigan, 49423. 9 p.m. And that's it.
That's it. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.